And I'm here to teach you the simple steps of how to solder. Really simple. You have your soldering iron, you have your solder. We have some heat shrink tubing. First step is going to be strip the wire. Only go about 3/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 inch. You're going to press it, flare it out, spread it out, kind of like fan. Then we're going to intertwine it. We're going to take a piece of heat shrink tube. We're going to have to slip that over the wire first, otherwise it's already going to be soldered together. Only go about 1.5 inches. That's all you really need. You're going to have that on the wire already. Then you're going to bring the two pieces together, twist them, give it a nice twist. Very important on soldering is you're going to heat the work. Otherwise, if you just drip hot solder on top of a cold wire, you get a cold solder and it breaks loose. It's no good. So now that I've twisted it like that, it's all twisted nice and tight together, we're going to heat up the work. You're going to get that wire nice and hot. Keep a good firm pressure on it, heating up that wire. Probably a good idea to roll it back and forth. Let the heat transfer all the way through. Heat up that area really good. Make sure you keep that heat shrink tubing away, otherwise it's going to heat up and start tightening up already. Now I'm going to put the soldering iron underneath it. Press with the solder on top of the wire. Smoking already, that's a good sign. It's melting nicely. And transfer up and down the wire. The wire is good and hot. Get it all nice and silver, get it saturated. Move the soldering iron to push it around. Lift it up, let it cool. Cools pretty quickly. You're going to take your heat shrink tube, check it for heat, it's fine. You slip it right over, covering all your work and overlapping onto the wires. You're going to take a lighter. The way heat shrink tubing is, shrinks down with heat. Take a lighter, just kind of work your way back and forth, rolling your work. All right, there we go. That's the way she should look. Heat shrink tubing comes in different sizes. So according to the size of the gauge of your wire, it comes all the way to that thick, all the way to really tiny stuff. This goes even smaller than this. So make sure you get the right size for the gauge wire that you're using. All right, happy soldering.
Hey, if you learned something or enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. It's right below. No, over there. Okay, here's a big red arrow. There you go. And don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll know when our next episodes are going online.